Next up, we have We Can Dream by Creo, featured in Geometry Dash is my understanding. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. So if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. Once again, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers before Christmas 2025, which is an actual real possibility right now, blows my mind. Thank you for being here, everybody. I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act an audiobook for it. We have to achieve this through legitimate means only. No account duping, no botting, no buying followers, no rat behavior. Go share the streams, the videos with your friends, families, families. Those are distinct concepts, by the way. Use the hype function on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but we have a group on Discord that does. Link down below for the Discord. And bring me more artists to collaborate with. Do not harass anyone. Do not spam anyone. Be cool, do not be a rat. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you are a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the week's videos on Saturdays when I schedule them, at least for the LFA. So become a member today. Disclaimers showing on screen right now, so go ahead and pause if you want to read it in full. Yeah, there you go. With that being said, let's do this. We Can Dream by Creo. Let's go. Okay, so we start with a simple guitar, drums in the back, giving us our riff. Now we come in, we have our initial riff. Let me just go back a second so we can hear this again. What's the worst YouTube feature in your opinion? The copyright, the copyright claim system. Not the copyright strike system. It is a feature. It's the most abused feature out there. This is the reason why we don't do movies or anime or regular bands. Because despite what we do being 100% fair use, it can still be abused. And the only way and there's no consequences for false claims. That's the issue. There are no consequences for false claims, so it gets abused all the time, which is why we focus on video game music, Geometry Dash, that kind of stuff, because artists, at least in that side, are a lot more cool about these things. There should be many things should be, but that's just not what is. So yeah, there you go. And yeah, the Pokemon movie. Yeah, we were like initially this was going to be a Pokemon, one of the Pokemon films songs, but no, I'm not risking doing a track from a Nintendo movie because of how easy it is for copyright to be abused. So when there's a class actual knowledge about YouTuber who's ever lost money because of their fair use copyright claim. Yes, Potato, absolutely, I agree. Welcome to Layman. How you doing? Yes, I agree. Anyway, let's hear this again. Okay, so now that we're hearing this, so we have two layers of the guitar. We have one strumming the chords in full, and then we have another one. We have an acoustic guitar, sounds like an acoustic guitar, and then we have another guitar giving us our initial riff. Riff being a type of motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed of the essence from which everything else comes from. A riff, however, has a couple of differences, or a couple of additional things. So a riff is going to be your motif, or a motif, usually an accompaniment motif, followed by with an ostinato. Ostinato being when you repeat something over and over and over and over and over again, and then it being played on a contemporary band instrument, so like a guitar, a bass, a keyboard, saxophone, whatever one kind of those instruments you have, you make a riff out of that. So we're having the bass line following mostly the drums. We have the drums doing this almost offbeat, boom ba, boom ba, boom ba, ba. So yes, it's like, what is a fair price if you falsely claim a video? It should be, in my opinion, if you falsely copyright, if you do a false copyright claim, you should be held liable, like legally liable for all damages. Like, that should be something that that you should be able. I mean, you can technically, but the problem is litigation is extremely expensive. So that's why people do it, because it's YouTube cleans its hands off from the process by saying, "Oh yeah, they claimed that you used it, and in order to remove the strike, you have to sue, and then you have to show YouTube that you won the lawsuit, and then you remove the copyright claim or the copyright strike." Which, for a channel my size, imagine a channel my size, right? Like if you are like the PewDiePies or the Mr. Beasts or anything like that, even they will have a horrible time doing that. Imagine a channel like myself. Like at the time of recording this, I am still super happy. We're over 5,000 subscribers. I love it, but we're 5,000 subscribers. I'm a small fish in a big pond. So if somebody like Nintendo comes in and they say, actually, what you're doing is not fair use. You used our copyright material, even though what we use is fair use. Fair use is not a preemptive thing. It is a defense in court. So I would have to sue Nintendo, go to court, and tell the judge, hey, what I'm doing is fair use. And the problem is, Nintendo would then bury me with what is called lawfare. Lawfare means they are going to keep pushing the procedures as far back as possible, even if they don't win, because then I need to hire a lawyer that handles those procedures, and lawyers ain't cheap. I live in Hungary on top of that. I live in Hungary. Hungarian forint, not a very strong currency. Like over here in Hungary, a good salary in Hungary, a pretty good salary is $24,000 a year after tax. So like $40,000 is considered like middle to middle high class in Hungary. So I can't afford an American lawyer to go to the New York courts, sue Nintendo on my behalf, and then just go to whatever many years so that we remove one copyright strike from YouTube. Now, if I were to win, I would be able to then sue Nintendo for countersue for for legal expenses, but that is after the fact. A lot of these things are after the fact. So companies like Nintendo take advantage of that lawfare and then completely destroy people with that. And YouTube has no resources for that because they have no obligation. The whole point of the copyright system is to take away that. So, yeah, Hungary is cooked. No, it's not. There's still a pretty nice economy. Like, I live in a house. I have a full-time job next to this. I live in a house. Like, I rent half a house in the suburbs. A beautiful house. And, yeah, no, I pay like $500 in rent. I mean, it's about to go up to like 600 or 700. But, yeah, no. Yeah, mentioning it's copyright infringement and patent infringement. I know, right? RPG, right? I know. So, yeah, rant over. Let's continue. So yes, we have the guitars, we have the riff going on, and we repeat. Jesus Christ, what did I know? Ooh. Okay, so we bring in a vocal sample that makes it sound kind of like a song, but it's still a musical piece. It seems like we're doing this gray area between song and piece, because the difference is, I also rent half a house, but it's like $2,600 a month. Dude, that's more than my salary. That's more than my salary. So, the difference between song and a piece, or a track, is that a song is going to have lyrics. It's going to have a very different structure to a piece, usually, because things are more determined by the lyrics, the vocals and the lyrics are going to be the driving force of your music, whereas a piece or a track, it's going to be instrumental. You're going to have to go more deep into melodies, developing melodies, motivic development, that kind of stuff. And some of the cheapest you can get, that's insane. That is insane. I know that Budapest is a lot more expensive than where I live. So yeah, it's expensive, but yeah, no, I'm the luckiest and most blessed man alive, okay? So, all right, let's see where this goes. Yeah, that sounds like a good deal. So we're having this vocal sample, so we're repeating everything else. So we repeat the riff the way that it was. We now just turn up the bass. Basically, that's all that happened. We turned up the bass, giving it, well, more bass. And the vocals almost sound like an actual vocalist, but it's just a vocal sample doing what I think is gibberish. Let's see. And valid. We're talking about Canada over there, like potatoes in Canada. So, let's see. So yes, we're kind of little break over there. Still the same riff. We just changed the drums. This whole thing has been changing the drums and the bass. I have to mention it. It goes to show how unbelievably important your rhythm section is. We are 1 minute into a 3-minute track, and all that has really changed is the drums and the bass. If you want to listen to an example of how this goes in a way more exaggerated way, listen to The Mirror by Dream Theater. The Mirror by Dream Theater, the guitar for the first minute is doing the exact same thing. John, 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 John. 1 full minute of that. The drums, the synth, the bass, they all change around it. And there are points where it's genuinely difficult to tell that the guitar is still doing the exact same thing. We are doing this in a, maybe not more subtle, but in a less egregious way. In this track, we're just changing the rhythm and we are keeping that guitar riff. Like the guitar riff is still playing pretty much the exact same thing. Let's see where it goes. And we turn down the bass. Now we switch the focus over to the bass having a little bit more melody. And we bring in a synth with the highest note. Okay, we switch over. The guitar finally switches from the original riff, and now we're doing a simpler version of the riff. Now we're arpeggiating. Arpeggios when you play a chord 1 note at a time. We're doing 2-note arpeggios, and now we have a synth doing some strings like violins, high up doing a flying melody. Flying melody is a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, by that I mean that there's no official academic term for this, or at least I'm not using it for the sake of simplicity. Flying melody is this. You have a nice drums, bass, middle ground, the chords and everything is pretty busy, and then you have a melody simpler, slower than everything else, flying above the landscape that you've created. 2 examples that I love bringing up for this one. One of them is the climax of the song Roxanne in the musical Moulin Rouge. There's one version on YouTube with Ewan McGregor singing. So whenever you reach the climax of that song, you know, Ewan McGregor, why does my heart break? That part, you can hear the melody just completely flying. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And another one, it is, I think the song is called Good to Be King. I'm gonna have to just search it for the next time. So Good to Be King from the Journey to Bethlehem. This is Antonio Banderas singing. He's singing Herod, and basically whenever it's the chorus, so you know, mine is the kingdom, that is another flying melody, and it is absolutely insane. Good to Be King, Antonio Banderas, really, really good in that, and then Roxanne from Moulin Rouge, especially the Ewan McGregor version, really good. So we're doing that this now, but with an instrumental over here. Let's see where it goes. And the bass has switched rhythm. Yeah, that is insane, Potato. That is insane. So we're just holding the chords a little bit. We do a drum fill. And we repeat. We're repeating the whole section. Same thing. Nice. We are still keeping. We just changed the drums. And off the ramp we went over there. Off the ramp being another colloquial term that I use. An off the ramp moment is what I call a transition. It can be as short as a couple of beats. It can be as long as an entire section. And the purpose of it is to make your listener feel suspended up in the air at the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land. How do you do that? Remove the drums. Maybe the bass as well, which is what happened over there for a brief moment. And now we're landing with just bringing down the intensity once again. Nice, Mochi. Nice. Welcome to Layman. How you doing? We bring back the original riff with now another version of the drums. Alright, we're slowly building up the drums. We're still holding that chord, but now we're bringing in synths, giving us another change to that. And off the ramp. And we bring the climax in. So we're bringing the climax here, making this sound kind of like pop punk, even though the vocals are not really doing anything. I mean, they are doing something. It sounds like vocalists singing, but the lyrics aren't really anything coherent as far as I can tell. And I mean, it might just be somebody saying "We Can Dream" over and over. And most importantly, it just sounds like a climax. We are revisiting a bunch of the material that we've done before. And this, have you ever aspired to be a music professor? No. I tried doing teaching a while ago. I'm a horrible teacher. I know, right? Like, I'm doing this whole thing, and I'm a horrible teacher. I am a horrible teacher. And it's so contradictory because I love doing the LFAs. I love doing these dives into music, and I'm a horrible teacher. I'm a horrible teacher. I don't know how to explain it. I just am. So... Yeah. Anyway, so now we have the flying melody. We bring up the bass again. We're playing this insane, the chords are no more pronounced, so let's see where this goes. We can dream on, dream louder? Okay, there we go. Let's see. We change the drums again. We have a synth doing this again. Yes. Ooh. We bring in the second riff. After a brief moment of the ramp, with a fill. Alright. We bring back the original riff with more distortion. That's really good, yeah. And yeah, basically this whole part was just redoing what we did before, just turning up the volume a lot. And there was a drum fill over here. Let me go back a couple of seconds. Let's hear it. And... okay, we do one last drum fill, one last chord. Ooh, a false ending. We have the riff from the guitar now played in a synth, kind of sounded like some like a xylophone. We do a couple of runs with the snare, and then it ends. And there you go. That was "We Can Dream" by Creo. What? Creo is always... he always got such a good use of silence. Like, there is very subtle this time around. It is not as pronounced as some of the other ones. In this case, it was the changing around the riff that really worked really well. But yeah, Creo, always good stuff. There you go. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before Christmas 2025, which is an actual real possibility right now, it blows my mind. Once again, thank you very much, everybody, for being here. I do not take this for granted. I am thankful, grateful every single day that I get to do this at all. So if you somehow hit 10,000, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act an audiobook for it. So we have to do this through legitimate and honest means only. No account duping, no botting, no buying followers, nothing like that. Go share the videos with your friends, with your families, with your family's friends, with your friends' families. Those are two distinct concepts, by the way. Go do that. Use the hype function on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but you have RPG with people on the Discord coordinating that. They do know how it works, so go check it out. And bring me collaborations. Bring me artists to collaborate with, or to collaborate with eventually. That would be awesome. Do not harass anyone. Do not spam anyone. Be cool. Do not be a rat. Members get early access to the content, by the way. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you are a paid member on YouTube, you get access to the videos for the week on Saturdays when I schedule them, at least for the LFA, so become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I will be linking in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord link down below, go to the LFA requests channel and follow the instructions on the pinned message. And if you want to join the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in the Discord and the Twitch, both linked down below. So if you live in Zelenigai, Kazakhstan, and you're like, what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. Just go to the Discord or the Twitch, and it shows right there in your local time zone. And yeah, there you go. That's and follow the gaming channel. Follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel. Games are Bastard. Because of course I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Link down below. That's where we put the recordings of the gaming after shows when they happen. We stream them live on the main channel, and then we put the recordings on the gaming channel. Daily uploads, by the way, right now, as of right now. Sometimes it slows down, sometimes it speeds up, but we have at least 4 videos a week for that one. Link down below, or search on YouTube. Same username as James R. Basterd, just hold the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. We Can Dream by Creo, featured in Geometry Dash, is my understanding. Really good stuff, man. Really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.